Hi, I'm Brad Coleman. I'm the campus pastor from Highland Park. As we're in our renewal series, we're encouraging everyone to consider developing a rule of life. A rule of life is a way of organizing your life rhythms and practices in such a way that would move you toward a life of flourishing, toward knowing and walking with Jesus and being conformed more to His image. It's a way of determining your life values, and then based on those values, organizing your life to grow in those areas. The first example of a rule of life came from the Desert Fathers, a monastic community that was living in Egypt in the 3rd century. And probably most famously was a rule of life created by Saint Benedict to help his community of Benedictine monks live more intentionally. We've created a guide to help you do this. It can be found on our website on our renewal page. And once a rule of life has been established, now there's a lot of ways to help hold yourself accountable to that. There's a lot of ways to live that out. And I just wanted to share today a little bit about the way that I do it. Be forewarned, I'm a little bit of a nerd about this. I used to every month draw out a bullet journal on graph paper and track how well I'm doing. I realized I could just create some documents and go to Staples and print this out as a book. So that's exactly what I do. Every year I go to Staples and I print this book that helps me with my rule of life. It helps me to track and see how well I'm doing. So there are certain pages that I can use every month that track every day of the month and the practices that I want to do on a regular basis. And I can track what days I did those things. I set goals for myself, and then at the end of the month, I see how well I've done in reaching those goals. They have to do with exercise, with getting regular sleep, with my devotional practices, and how I want to be involved in prayer and journaling. There are certain skills that I want to grow in, practicing my guitar or painting, and I can track how many times I do that a month. However you decide to do it, creating and following a rule of life can help to move us toward a life of flourishing, toward a life of knowing and walking with Jesus, living to the fullest, making the most of our days, and walking in His ways. So go to the website, go to that guide, and begin to create for yourself a plan, a rule of life.